Good day everyone, thank you for coming to the channel. Today I would like to showcase what I call my Pyromancer, my fire master. And on my last video I had showcased my Firewall frozen orb, and as I was doing that I kind of talked about these other variations, and this is the other one. So let me go ahead and show you my gears, my talents, and the whole shebang. So for my weapon, I'm using, actually the itemization is the same as the last video, but just to go through for this one. So yeah, it's Fire Max Eldritch Orb unique with the 555 facet. And I'm using a COH because it has 2 all and all reds, which are the main things I'm looking for. And 20 strength helps me out with my Monarch. And I have 2 Sorceress and 20 FCR, 2 socket. So I put 2 fire facets in here. And I have a 3 fire, 10 FCR enemy. And that's to get to my, breakpoint on the FCR. And I'm using just 4 faceted fire Monarch. It's not a J mod, too expensive. And 15-15 track. SOJs and Arach and Mage Fist. So with that, let's calculate my FCR. So 40, right? 60, 80, 100, 110. So yeah, the breakpoint would be 105. Yeah, 105. So it's the second fastest in that sense. And my off, the 6-6 CTA with the Bow Spirit. And fire lifers as best I can in a similar graphics because that's what I like. And 5 all res with just a few other mixtures of stats here. So this is just mana life because I didn't need any more in a way because I'm sitting at 74. And if it has secondary stats, it would be nice. 25 and 20 life and 5 all res. Yeah, that would be. And the prices have gone down on D2JSP, but still they'll still be very expensive. So whatever you can afford, as best you can. Yeah, there's 5 all and 6 MF, which is 1 off of perfect. And I have a 5 all 7 MF too. And this one has strength. So if you can get these kind of strength to 2 strength or 2, well, okay, in this case you wouldn't need dex, but 2 strength, 5 all res. That'd be really sweet, Just max it all out here. Should help in point allocation. And with that, yeah, my point allocation 156 because of this. And then rest into Vit. Now for my talents, just 1 point, and then 1 point here, and this I'll come back after the fire. So on this one, I'm a Hydra master, so I'm just gonna be summoning Hydras, and it's pretty damn fun. It's not that bad. It's a timed spell, so pretty much like you guys just keep it on time, and you can never like waste that time, So just max out its synergies, and it's right. So Hydra max, and then these 2, and then your Fire Mastery. So that's 80 points invested right here. So after that, I mean, you're pretty much done, So you can go anywhere else, and really you're open to a lot of different options. And I chose to go with Charge Bolt, and that'll be my secondary element. And also I have it here on my primary, which helps me kind of determine if I'm on my weapon side or, that's one thing I like to do, right? And I mean, my CTA is a sword versus, I'm using this, so graphically I can tell the difference as well, but this is just another thing kind of helps me out. And I don't know, I thought maybe Frozen Orb, but this is also timed. So I didn't want like 2 timed abilities as my main abilities, And then maybe like, I don't know, anything else, maybe Thunderstorm? But that's quite a bit of investment to go in there. So in the end, I settle with this one. Maybe even Energy Shield is an option if you like, So yeah, you'll be open with a lot of points to play with. And for my Mercenary, slightly different Infinity set, but this is Cryptic Axe. So even if I put on a Andy with the increased attack and fire jewel, I wouldn't be breaking any hit point. I mean, hitting any break points. So I just chose to go with this ethereal gaze I had, and just Fort E-Bug and this. So yeah, I have a cow, so let me go ahead and kind of run the cow and then Diablo and Bale. Oh wow, like right here I just... Oh, okay, that should help him out a little. Okay, let's start summoning it. So, the timer is always the kind of, it's a timed ability. So sometimes like, that kind of feels really sucky. And it kind of takes a little bit of time to build up, but once it builds up, it's actually pretty damn decent. Like, you see, like, ooh, wow, Jewel. I kill my king, Cow King, and I don't really care because, I use a different toon to summon my pawn all the time, and then, I mean, she can stay in the game, but usually I just, exit those toons, right? But you see, like, going around, especially I guess these cows too, they don't have any resistance, unless, like, it's those boss or whatever, right? So it's really like good, kind of like showing what this fire can do. And if I go to Sanctuary, and there will be a lot of fire immunes, so it'll be a little bit more annoying to deal with. And here, because of the immunity, or lack thereof, it's pretty fun. you think it's not much, but yeah, like my Hydras are pretty much hitting a 6k, let's say. So they're hitting 6k, I guess, a pop or something. And, Infinity will boost it up. I mean, so minus wise, how much minus do I have? Let's see. So, Infinity Conviction is 85, 5, 15, 15, 35. So I have like maybe 120 total with Infinity. If my math is correct, I should have around 120. So that's not too bad. I mean, you could make it like minus 100. And like Bale and Diablo supposedly is around 50. So 150, right? Minus 150 is something that people kind of go for generally. So in that sense, I mean, it's not maxed out, but still, it's not that bad either. So Infinity is that big, the big chunk right there with 85. And, on the last video, I was surprised, like, a lot of the fire immunes, from what I noticed, don't really get broken. But the Death Knights in Chaos Entry, their fire immunity gets broken. So it's like, oh, it's just something good to know. But the Venom Lord, which, is kind of weird, their name is Venom Lord, but they're fire immunes. And their immunity does not come down with immunity, and with Infinity. So, yeah, just kind of go around, just keep summoning your Hydras. Ooh, Wire Fleece. Is that 3 socket? I need a 3 socket. Yes! I need a 3 socket. Right now, because I need to make another Treachery. Yeah. And Wire Fleece 3 socket. I like Wire Fleece graphics on the Enigma too. Just, Wire Fleece is 111 strength requirement. So it's kind of on the high side, because like if you're 90 toon, you'll be getting like 60 something strength off the Enigma. And usually you need 156, right? For your, Spirit Monarch. Then, I mean, the math is already there. I mean, if you gotta have 111 to just equip it, and then you'll gain 60 something after, then you'll be sitting at 170 something, which is definitely an overkill. So, I guess it depends on the toon, right? If you're like a melee bar, or like strength main toon, then it's not, it kind of makes sense. But if you're, let's say, like a, maybe like a Sorceress, or Amazon, who's not dependent on strength, then like, I mean, you have to put those many points just for the graphics purposes, So again, like, that kind of naturally goes to Transmog discussion. Would Diablo 2 Resurrected have Transmog? I don't know. I haven't heard anything about that yet, but I've been watching other stuff. And the beta had gone out, and some people asked me about it too, like, am I gonna play, like this and that, but, well, for now, I have requested for my refund, because I was upset about their scandals, and I haven't repurchased it. I don't think I will for now, because I have other games I want to play, because the Age of Empires 4 is coming out. And that's pretty hot. NBA 2K22 is coming out. So I've been playing that series for years, so yeah. They're all kind of, you know, third, fourth quarter this year, and then wow, resurrected on top. Again, you know, like I said in my other videos too, like I got so much invested on here on classic server. There's so many, well, not too many accounts, but there's a few accounts, over 40 toons that, you know, I have built through, you know, financial investment on D2Js or other forms. Maybe I should bow. I think my bow's down. Oh, it's been down. So yeah, you know. Oh, and my mercenary is a prayer mer. Because, you know, I guess, you know, another thing I always discuss was my leech ability or my regen ability. So, you know, I like melee for that fact, right? It's so easy to just solve that problem. Like life problem, mana problem, easy. Just do a leech or have some sort of a leech. Done. But as a caster, you know, it kind of becomes a little funny, right? Life leech. If you're a caster, you won't have life leech. Then what do you know, what's your form of, you know, how do you just pot all the time? Like, I just don't like the pot, I guess. I just like to have my toon. I mean, if I have to, I will. But I like my toon to be just self-sufficient, kind of. I don't know. So, anyways, yeah, that was the other cow. Wasn't too bad at all. Wasn't, you know, wasn't slow. I think it was pretty, you know, pretty fun. Once you have like 3 or 4, you know, dragons up or hydras up, oh yeah, they build up, you know, and just the damage that they would do, as long as infinity's there, and all my minuses, yeah, it's pretty solid. So here, let me just start from KO. Oh, these guys, yeah, they won't go. So for those, you know, I just use charge bolt. So hopefully, you know, so basically, fire and lightning are my, you know, see that Doom Knights? They don't have the fire anymore. So that's pretty solid, you know, at least for me. Look at these guys, the mercenaries. Okay, oh, wire fleas, interesting. Could that be like 3 socket with, like 100 life? No, I'm sorry, 4 socket with 100 life. No way. It's pretty rare. Okay, let me pick up this. Alright, so it's not ooh. Okay, well, you know, if everything was like, you know, able to take all my fire damage, like kind of like lightning, it's definitely looking faster. But with the Venom Lord, it's just kind of like, you know, it's, yeah, when I have too many of them, try to take them down as best I can. And mix in my charge bolt. Hopefully my mercenary could do his thing too, help out. Well, yeah, a lot of, I guess, kind of more maneuver. Yeah, that's a hack of that. A little bit more of like maneuvering around because of the fire news. Oh wow, that's fire and lightning. But thank God it's not physical, so my mercenary should be able to deal with that. See, I could pot right now, but you know, knowing that I have my regen off of the merc, like kind of like, you know, kind of give me that comfort, you know. Because if not, if I didn't have that, I'll be potting pretty constantly. So yeah, I can pick them up as I go, as I pot, you know. But just, I don't like it. I don't like to do it if I don't have to. Just my preference. And these guys. Okay. Actually kind of scary. Because I guess, yeah, every time I see those Venom Lords, because knowing that my fire is going to be kind of immune to them, but also knowing that my fire is going to be effective on everything else, right? So you see, like, it kind of like takes a little maneuvering around, but overall, you know, you kill them pretty effectively. Okay, let's go. Okay. And I guess one thing I do like about D2R is that it's gonna be like just, you know, all combined, right? All the platforms. So like PC, you know, Xbox, PS, whatever. My understanding is that everything's gonna be together. I think that's very good. And I wish, even right now, like, you know, the servers, like on Classic, like, you know, Asia already, you know, put it together. Because before it was like what, Asia 1, 2, 3, but now it's just one Asia. So, you know, if Blizzard can, I think hopefully they can consider just combining all the classic servers at least. Because, I mean, what's the point of having us all divided? Like Europeans, Asians, and Americans now? I mean, just like the way they, put together Asia, it's the same logic. There's no point. Like, just, combine it all. Let us play with the Europeans. Like, that would make it more, like, versatile. It would give us, like, more options to trade, trade with. So, I think that would be such a better move, but who knows? There are, server restraints, financial restraints, and with the way Blizzard's and shit right now. Like, so I was thinking, like, like, what if Blizzard does go down? Like, what about all these? Is anyone gonna maintain the servers? I mean, yeah, they're not gonna go down anytime soon, but still, this definitely wasn't good. So, I mean, let's say like 50 years from now, Blizzard's gone. Like, so all these server data, is anyone gonna like? I don't know, what's gonna happen? I mean, there are like ads and add-ons and all that. Ooh, wow. What? Oh, there was mana leecher, a mana burner. Ooh, yeah, this one's gonna take some time. Oh wow. Okay, I better see. Oh, yeah, my mercenary died too. That's not good. So let me rest my merc. So I mean, I could just make my tunes on a single player and just use those editors and just pretty much make my gears. But I don't know, like why do I play Diablo 2? It's such an old game. Why do you guys still play? Why are you watching my channel with Diablo 2 content? It's a game that's been around 20 years. And I guess for me, like, it has the nostalgic memories of, 20 years ago when I used to play a lot. But also, I guess, just, why do you game, Especially online games. For me, it's that just kind of like knowing that I could, like, play with other people. And that's why I like MMO. Because, like, it's 3D and I can play with these other people, I can trade with them. And I think that's the biggest thing, trading. And I think that's why I'm on D2JSP. And every time, like, when I was making all my tunes and opening my wallets and buying FG and everything, ooh, wow, I found it right away. Like, it was like an addiction. It was like drug. Like, building a character after watching those Korean streamer guy or other stuff and get like the motivation, inspiration, to oh my god, like, I gotta make that tune as well. Oh my god, I gotta make that BO, BOTD, Breath of the Dying, Ghost Spear, Whirlwind Barbarian. My god, like, just, and you can't sleep. Like, first you're looking for G-Rush, then you're looking for gear, you're looking for somebody who's gonna sell to you, and I was on ladder back then. So, ladder timing matters a lot on the prices too. And it's like, yeah, it's like a drug. Like, it's the joy, the fun of, in Korean, people say tem setting. Tem setting. Basically, it's item setting. So, that's what that Naton guy does too, right? The guy that I refer to that, like right now I'm making references to his videos on my old ones, so, but yeah, like that's what he does. Like, he gets viewers who ask him to create a tune for him. I mean, but of course, the viewers would supply the account, their own account, and it's that trust relationship too. Because I mean, he's been doing it for a while. He's known on the, so he can't just bullshit and take all your gears and whatnot, And also Koreans, like, yeah, they don't roll like that normally unless they screw them or something. So, like, ooh, oh, 30 is away. So, like, you watch him like making these item settings, like buying the gears from the community, or like on the chaos queue, which is just like D2JSP, and he's trying to like get gears, and I think that's the fun part, like getting itemization. But it's not just farming the items yourself, but making your tune. Because a lot of times, once I'm finished kind of making my tune and get into like 90 something, I'm kind of done playing them. But I will still go back and play them, and I will enjoy them. But still, like, it's not like, like, I guess, that's what humans are kind of like too, right? It's like once you have satisfied your urge, you're kind of done with it. Because you satisfied it. You don't need the satisfaction one. You gotta find your satisfaction or fulfillment from something else now. Because whatever that was making you hungry has been fulfilled. You bought the gear, you got your character to like level, 80 something, 90 something. It's like, what's after that? Like forever Bale running? Forever Chaos running? I don't PvP, so I'm kind of at a dead end after. Unless Blizzard introduces new content, right? So yeah, it's always that kind of feeling, that craziness to oh my god, like, I better be careful here. These guys are always horrible, right? Maybe I should lure them out. That's another way to... The listener dies, I hope, before he kills me. Get my distance, throw out these charge bolts, get them down first, or get them, something. Control my mercenary. Yeah, this is... Okay, I might have to do that. I don't want to lose my mercenary again, but how come they're not taking... It's that small, is that why? Still, it should still affect them. Oh man, this is like one of the longest, like, wave 5 that I'm dealing with on my video. It's kind of embarrassing. But it is what it is. That's the build. Yeah. Oh, Lister's dead though. Oh no. What the hell? Oh my god. Yeah. I could have just dragged him out, but whatever. Should be okay. I think he's laughing. Good. Let's go. I could... 15, 20, 10. Yeah, but on the Naton thing, the crazy part is like, he always gets like some of the best of the best. It's like, ooh, nothing good. But for me, I just buy whatever I could afford from, D2JSP or trading on the game, So anyways, that was the Hydra, or what I like to call my Pyromancer. And, with other style that you can do, with maybe Meteor or Fireball, I know 200 FCR Fireball is a build that you can play. But for now, this is, another variation that I use. If you have any questions or if you have your own, please let me know. Thank you very much and have a good one.